If you want to see your students at the same time when you're presenting in Google Meets, you're going to download an extension. It's a really quick download. I put the link in the PS 182 Remote Learning Resources all the way on the bottom under Google Tips and Tricks. It's this Dualless split screen for Google Meets. I mean, you could use it for anything, but we're probably going to use it for Google Meets. It's just an extension, so all you have to do is go here, and I already added it, so mine says remove. When you go here for the first time, it'll say add to Chrome, and then it'll be up here where your other extensions are. If you don't see it right here, you just click on this little thing that looks like a puzzle piece, and it will be right here. So we would use this extension if we wanted to both see our students and present something in a Google Meet. So in the last video, we saw how to create a meeting or how to schedule a meeting. So if I wanted a meeting right now, I would click the meeting button, and I'm going to join right now. You're going to see me on the screen. Just Google Meet camera is a little bit further than a Zoom camera, so I'm just going to back it up a little bit. Now, if you click this little button for little people on it, show everyone. Right now, I'm the only person in the meeting, so it's just showing my face. But if you had your students here, it would show all of your students in this section. So while you're in the Google Meet and you want to also present your screen, you want to first click on that new extension, Dualless, and then it's going to give you options about how to split your screen. Just pick one of the ones on the right so that the students will be on one side and you'll still be able to present and see both things. So it just depends on if you want it bigger for you. The students will just see what you're presenting. So I'm going to move that Google Meet over, but it's still connected. And then I'm going to go to present. And when you're asked to present, I'm going to present one of my Chrome tabs. What it did was it took Chrome and it just split it in half. So you're still in Chrome, you still have two windows, and everything is still connected. So we want to present a Chrome tab, and I'm going to present from that other window. So I actually just presented from over here, and it says right here, sharing this tab to meet.google.com. So now it's showing that I'm presenting to everyone, and it's also going to show the students, and it shows that I'm presenting over here. If you want to then extend this screen so that you can see your students and what you're presenting. So if I wanted to present for something from the classroom, I can go into my classroom. And then if you wanted to present anything else, any video, YouTube, anything, so say I wanted to present these brain pop videos, I can click on here, and then I just want to make sure if I open up anything else, I want to share this tab instead. So you could go back and forth between any tab, but just make sure you're sharing that. And I would be able to play this video, and the students would be able to see it, and I would also be able to see the students. Another thing that you can use while you're presenting is Jamboard. So again, I switched tabs. So I'm going to share this tab instead. Anytime I switch, I just need to switch that. Now in your Waffle, in the Google Apps, you have something called Jamboard. These are some of the things you have in your Waffle. If you scroll down, you have different ones, and one of them is called Jamboard. Jamboard is like an interactive whiteboard. I'm going to share this tab instead. It's an interactive whiteboard that the students can see, and as soon as you create a new jam, it shows up in your Google Drive. Now the cool thing about this is like a smartboard. It doesn't have everything that Google Slides would, but you have a board You can have a plain background, or you have dots. I'm just gonna zoom in on that for a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. You can have lines. You can have grid paper. You can have gray grid paper, gray on white, or you can have a colored background or a black background. So if I wanted to use this, I have a pen. I can choose pen, marker, highlighter, or a brush. So if I wanted a pen, I can choose my color here, and then I'm able to draw on here if I wanted to make an array. And it would be like drawing on the smartboard. You do have to use your mouse. And then I can label here and label here. I can also erase. I can use a pointer. I can put sticky notes on it. Change it to whatever color I want. Stick it right on there, and then I can move that, make it smaller, bigger. Able to add an image if I want, so you can upload any image from your computer. You can do a Google search. You can get it from your Google Drive or from your folders. And then you also have a laser, which is just, you can circle something and then it goes right away. So it was just to be like pointing something out, and then it erases. Now the kids would be able to see this, and you would be able to teach on Google Meets while you're sharing this, and you would also have 2 screens. If I want to just close this out, I can stop sharing, and that jam will get saved into your Google Drive. So I could just name it, 3x6 array, and it gets saved into your Google Drive, and we're on the classroom. So I stopped sharing, so I'm just gonna go back to here, and if we are done, then we would end this meeting. And we can go back into our classroom.